Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. Hey everyone, what's going on? Buckle up because we might have some serious Dodgers drama brewing behind the scenes. And this one could get messy real fast. Word around the league, and I say this with a heavy dose of allegedly, is that Dodgers manager Dave Roberts has reportedly told people behind closed doors that he doesn't want Teoscar Hernandez in the clubhouse anymore. Now, this hasn't hit the mainstream yet, but those whispers are growing louder, and let me tell you, if this turns out to be true, it could be a seismic shift in the Dodgers' plans for the rest of the season. Teoscar was brought in to be a power bat, a veteran presence, and a playoff X factor, so for Roberts to be allegedly done with him, that raises major questions. And you better believe the front office is going to have to address it sooner rather than later. The Dodgers are one of those organizations that normally keeps things in-house, super professional, tight-lipped, but lately you can feel the tension, the vibes are off. This isn't just some quiet disagreement over playing time, this feels deeper and possibly personal. Let's dive into what we know so far and why this is such a bombshell. So let's rewind just a little bit. When Teoscar Hernandez signed with the Dodgers, the move was widely praised. He was coming off a productive year with Seattle, and people genuinely thought LA got a steal and affordable veteran right-handed bat with pop and postseason experience. But let's be honest here, it hasn't all been sunshine and dingers. Yes, Teoscar's had some big moments, clutch home runs, some highlight reel throws from the outfield, but it's been inconsistent. And apparently, that inconsistency is rubbing Dave Roberts the wrong way. According to some insiders, Roberts is frustrated not just with the streaky offense, but also with Teoscar's attitude behind the scenes. There are rumors floating around that the two haven't exactly seen eye to eye. It's not confrontational, no shouting matches, but more of a growing coldness, a disconnect. Think about it. Roberts is known as a player's manager, a guy who gets along with everyone. So, if he's supposedly telling folks he wants Teoscar gone, that's not normal. That's significant. There has to be more going on beneath the surface. Is it a clubhouse issue? Is it lack of hustle? Or something bigger? Let's talk clubhouse dynamics for a minute. The Dodgers have one of the most meticulously curated locker rooms in baseball. Chemistry matters in LA a lot, and Teoscar, despite being a respected vet, was kind of dropped into a clubhouse full of established stars like Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and now Shohei Ohtani. That's a unique ecosystem. It doesn't always click right away. There have been whispers that Teoscar hasn't fully integrated into that inner circle. Not that he's causing problems, but maybe he's more of a lone wolf, doing his own thing now. Depending on who you ask, that's either fine or it's a problem. But for Roberts, who values cohesion and energy, a guy not fully bought in might be viewed as a liability, and if that's the case, then his comments allegedly saying he doesn't want Teoscar on the roster anymore start to make a little more sense. Maybe it's not just performance, maybe it's a vibe thing. And let's be real, in a clubhouse chasing a championship, vibes matter. They matter more than most fans realize, so this situation might be less about stats and more about trust, unity, and rhythm. Now here's where it gets even juicier. Sources close to the situation, people who've been around the Dodgers traveling party, say there's been a noticeable cooling between Roberts and Teoscar during recent road trips. We're talking body language, post-game interactions, even dugout demeanor. They're not beefing, but they're not bonding either. No fist bumps, no one-on-one chats. And if you follow Roberts closely, that's very uncharacteristic. He's usually super engaged with his players, always checking in, offering encouragement. But with Teoscar, crickets, dead silence, and this pattern has been going on for weeks. Is that evidence of a rift? Maybe. Is it damning proof? Not exactly, but when paired with what we're hearing behind the scenes, it paints a compelling picture. It sounds like Roberts has mentally moved on, even if the front office hasn't yet, and that's where things could really get complicated. Because if a manager and a player are this out of sync, and if the manager is pushing for a removal mid-season, someone's going to have to blink. Either the Dodgers trade Teoscar, or Roberts walks back his stance, but with the deadline approaching, tick-tock. Here's something else to consider. The Dodgers don't just make moves because someone is cold or not vibing. They crunch every number, but in Teoscar's case, even the analytics haven't been bulletproof. His OBP is mediocre, His strikeout rate is still an issue, and while the home runs are there, they're not game-changing. He's been serviceable, not spectacular. And that doesn't cut it on a team trying to dethrone the Braves and stave off the surging Padres. So Roberts allegedly making his opinion known now in July could be strategic. It could be the first domino in a quiet campaign to clear a roster spot, maybe open up opportunities for younger guys or trade upgrades. And if you know the Dodgers front office, they'll listen. They won't ignore Roberts. This is a team that doesn't tolerate lingering drama. So while no formal decision has been made yet, you can feel the tension reaching a boiling point. The question is, how long can they keep this under wraps before it explodes publicly? The media circling, the fans are starting to whisper. This could snowball fast. And don't forget, the trade deadline is right around the corner. That adds a whole other layer of intrigue to this situation. If Roberts truly doesn't want Teoscar around anymore, you better believe Andrew Friedman and the front office are exploring options quietly but urgently. Maybe a low-key trade to an AL contender who needs a bat. Maybe some kind of package deal that offloads Teoscar and brings back bullpen help. Whatever it is, the timing is way too coincidental to ignore. Roberts allegedly voicing his frustration now. That's not a coincidence, it's calculated. It's pressure, and that pressure could force a move before July 31st. Don't be surprised if Teoscar gets rested in a few games or moved down in the lineup. That's how it usually starts. Then comes a day-to-day injury or a routine absence before the trade bomb drops. And if this happens, it'll be messy. Fans love Teoscar. He's got charisma, pop, and clutch potential. But Roberts has sway, and if he's truly done with him, that writing's on the wall. The only question left is, where does he land, and how will the team respond? But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Now let's take a step back and talk about Roberts for a second. This is not a guy who airs dirty laundry. He's cool-headed, media-savvy, and almost obsessively loyal to his players. So for him to be saying even privately that he wants Teoscar off the team, that's huge. It means something real shifted, and honestly, maybe this is Roberts protecting his locker room. The Dodgers have a championship window. Right now, there's no time for internal issues, distractions, or slow burners. If Roberts feels like Teoscar's presence, his demeanor, his energy, whatever is throwing off the clubhouse, he's going to speak up. That's part of his job. And we've seen this before. The Dodgers have moved off popular players before. If the chemistry wasn't right, remember Yasiel Puig. Different situation, sure, but similar vibe. The team quietly nudged him out when they felt like the fit wasn't there anymore. Could Teoscar be heading down that same path? It's not out of the question, and if so, it makes you wonder, who's next, and how deep does this go? Another thing no one's really talking about yet, but I am, is how this could impact the team's perception of Roberts himself. If this rumor gains traction, and people start to believe Roberts is freezing out a veteran mid-season, does that shake his players' manager rep? Does it change how future free agents look at the Dodgers? Maybe, or maybe it actually strengthens his image as a leader who knows when to draw the line. It's a fine balance. But make no mistake, if this ends with Teoscar being traded, benched, or DFA'd, people are going to ask questions, especially if the Dodgers go cold in the second half. Was it worth losing a power bat over chemistry? Was it a personal vendetta? Or was Roberts simply making a playoff caliber call, even if it's unpopular? Those are the kinds of questions the media will ask if things spiral, and they're fair questions. Because right now, everything's behind closed doors. But when that door opens, oh man, it's going to get loud, and it's going to get complicated fast. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.